Peace. So today I'm going to explain this chapter in the Quran from a perspective which most of you have never heard, except those who I have explained this to before. But this chapter is used quite frivolously, I would say, by the so-called Muslims when they encounter anyone who differs with their opinion on faith, and they say in Arabic, lakum dinakum. That's all they say, lakum dinakum, which means to you your way. Yeah, they don't even finish the sentence, lakum dinakum waliya deen, which is what the chapter says. Now let's just get this straight. When you differ with the faith that you supposedly follow in conjunction with someone or in acceptance with someone, then you cannot differ on that way just because you feel like it. You have to have understanding of that faith to differ from that entity. So when you say to you your way and to me my way is what is written in the Quran, lakum dinakum waliya deen, it means to you your way, means to whoever's in front of you, all of you, not to one person. Lakum means to as many as they are in front of you, and waliya deen means to me, my way. So you're saying my way is the only way, right? So if you're differing from everyone outside of your presence that differs from you, then you're saying you're the only one who's right. So now when you go around arguing with your people, your so-called Muslims or Christians or Jews, when you argue with each other and then you end up saying, oh, to you your way and that's it, and or that God judges, then you've basically accepted that one of you is wrong, and if you differ in the book, then one of you is going to hell for sure, or both of you are if you're both wrong. Now let me explain this chapter from the perspective that it's written. I mean, the title is Al-Kafirun, which means the rejectors, those who reject, and in this context it's speaking about those who reject God and then His angels, His books, His messengers, the hereafter. I mean, the fundamental rejectors are those, and it starts with name of God, the Almighty, the Merciful. So here, I'll explain the Arabic actually, from the Arabic. So here, this command, it says kul. Kul is a command to say, and it is this message is being delivered by Gabriel, the Holy Spirit. No matter what you think you know, you don't know if you don't know that Gabriel is delivering this message, the Holy Spirit. If you don't know that, then, I mean, fundamentally you're lost from the beginning and you hold this Quran. Those who don't hold this Quran have absolutely no understanding. So, the Spirit is commanding someone, one person, kul. The order is to one person, which is the messenger, obviously. You know, the messenger brings his book, not the believers, not the rejectors, not the partnering. No, the messenger is the one who brings this book, and the first one was obviously Muhammad, who brought this Quran. Now the ones before Muhammad brought the same message. It's not like the Quran is inventing something new over Jesus or over Moses. It's exactly the same fundamental message with exactly the same law that came to Moses. So now the messenger knows he's right, and he's been told he's right, not by you people. You don't understand that we don't need you to accept us. There's no necessity in any way, shape or form for us to be accepted by any man on earth. Every single man can reject us, but we will still be right, and we will still be victorious in the end when the judgment of God comes, which is coming to this generation pretty quickly, soon. I mean, quickly maybe not, but it's coming soon, and it's hastening on them with all their destitution of faith, the lies they follow, the delusions they live in, and they invent over God, whether He exists or not. For them it doesn't matter. Whether they think God exists, they invent delusions over God, and if He doesn't exist for them, then they make themselves God. Or they just say we are part of God and so we are all gods. I mean, these people are deluded to a level which can only be fathomed by God, obviously, and then the rest of us messengers. Yeah, I mean, all of us just sit here and watch these people utter absolute nonsense, and we say, why don't you listen to us? Oh, because you're telling us we're full of garbage, we're uttering lies. So what am I going to tell you? That you're uttering truths? if you're uttering lies against God and His book. Oh no, the book is written by men. Really, try writing this Quran, bring one chapter of its example if you can. Bring everyone you can to, other than God, to help you do it. Yeah, you'll come back with nothing. So now the messenger is ordered, Kul. What is he ordered to say? That's me. I'm being ordered to say to all of you who reject me. Oh, I say, oh you, the rejectors. Yeah, I say to you all who reject me. So fundamentally, I'm basically saying, if you reject me, you're all rejectors. Then I tell you, not I serve what you serve. Not I serve what you serve. Yeah, so fundamentally I'm telling you I'm serving other than you if you're rejecting me. And not you serving what I serve. Flip, same thing. Not you serving what I serve. And not I serving what you serve. And not you serving what I serve. Fundamentally telling you, if you're against me, you reject me, you're serving other than what I serve. And I serve the sender of this book, who is God. Yeah, and then in the end I say, to you your way and to me my way. So that fundamentally tells you that to all of you your way, whichever way you want to follow, and to me my way. The deen, the word deen is way. It is not religion. You can interpret it as your religion to make it all godly, or the way you are deluded to understand what religion means, when everybody has a religion. Everybody has a way. So you have to connect the word religion to way directly. So the way of the rejecter is to reject God. The way of the believer is to reject those who reject God. Yeah, understand that double negative there for yourself. The way of the believer is to accept God, to submit to God, to follow Him, to serve Him. That's what the way of the believer is. The way of the rejectors is to reject all of what God sends and turn to their own souls or Satan and serve their own souls or serve Satan. So this is fundamentally the fact of this way. So when you run around telling others to you your way and you leave it at that, you are fundamentally saying you're the only one right. Because if anyone differs with you, then they are wrong. And the only one who is allowed and has the authority from God to say that is the messenger or the prophet. And I am the messenger today. I have every right and authority from God to tell you to you your way and to me my way. And you will soon find who is on the way, which is to God and the garden in the hereafter, and who is on the way to the hellfire and burning forever. So this is very fundamental, and everybody who runs around saying this God is from the Muslims, they say it all the time. Yeah, they don't even recite this. They just say when somebody disagrees with them, to you your way, or lakum deenukum. Yeah, that's what they'll say. Lakum deenukum, lakum deenukum. Yeah, I mean, like, what the hell are you saying? You're not authorized to say that if you are not the messenger or the prophet. You are not authorized to say that. Yeah, this book is to be delivered by the messenger or the prophet, not by the lowly believers. Yeah, the believers are lowly and the Muslims are nothing compared to the believers. So understand where the messenger stands. God puts him on top of all mankind to judge. The messenger, every messenger. I'm not like some special messenger. I'm just like a messenger like any other messenger who's come throughout mankind's history, delivering the exact same words that were spoken by Adam, Noah, Hud, Saleh, Abraham, Lot, Shoaib, Moses, Jesus, Muhammad, and everyone in between. All of them and me, all of us say exactly the same thing. And since the Quran has come, this is fundamentally what every messenger comes and says, the true messenger of God, not these morons who run around thinking that they know the knowledge and they themselves deliver the message of God, like all these so-called scholars and imams that you bow to. Literally, you bow to their asses in the mosques when you go there, right? I mean, don't you know that the ass of the leader in front of you is pointing to you and you're bowing to his ass? Yeah, that's what you do when you stand in the mosque in lines behind someone. Yeah, that's what you're doing. And then they say, oh no, nobody can stand in front of me when I pray. But you're going to bow to the ass of the person in front of you and prostrate to the ass of the person in front of you. That's fine. But no one can walk in front of you. I mean, do you not understand what delusion you are in when you do that? Anyway, that's going off track. But these leaders who tell you this way and explain to you through their knowledge, so-called knowing of the book and understanding of the book, they are acting like messengers without saying they're messengers. Don't you understand that? I'm telling you, I'm not hiding the fact that I'm a messenger of God. I've been telling you for 10 years almost, and especially the last 7. I had the first 3 years to figure out myself what it actually means to be a messenger of God. And ever since then, I've been telling, I don't hide this from people. I'm not hiding from people. You say, oh, you come to Pakistan, they will kill you. Why the hell am I going to go to Pakistan? Or Saudi Arabia, or any other Islamic so-called state, which are the biggest, wretchedest rejectors and hypocrites on earth. Not that these people are any better. The Western societies and the so-called Christians and the rejectors, they're just as bad, but it doesn't mean that I'm going to the people who are going to string me up the first day I arrive there. And that's like committing suicide for no reason. I mean, if I'm sent to fight them, I'll go, and it's suicide. Obviously, if I'm alone and there are 10 million people, it's fundamentally suicide if I go fight anyone. So, I mean, we're not going to fight if we have nothing to fight with. We're going to fight with the words we are sent with. That's what the messengers do. We come and deliver the words, and we fight with those words, the words of God, which you will never be able to push back because you don't understand what the unseen actually means, what the unseen stands for. So understand this, when you go tell someone, lakum dinakum, you're telling them you're the messenger of God, okay? Because they're differing with you and you say, to your way, meaning I'm right and you're wrong. That's what it means. And if you think you're right and the other guy is wrong, then you have to be at a higher level of knowledge of the Quran and the messenger himself, fundamentally, because this is only for the messenger to say, the one who knows this book, who is of the Alameen, the knowing, the ones who know, the illuminated, the Illuminati so-called, yeah. We are the enlightened from God, and you are enlightened from the Satan. They call him Lucifer because he enlightens you into the darkness, yeah. He makes you think you're enlightened when he's taking you from the light of God to the darkness. And God takes us out from the darkness to the light. He takes the believers out from the darkness to the light. The rejectors and the Satans, they take out the people from the light to the darkness while they make them believe they're being enlightened. Anyway, I just wanted to clarify this because people are very gung-ho about making these statements without any understanding. So, peace.